Hey guys, it's Steve with Montana Musings Outdoor Channel, and it's time for the 6.8 Western Full Auto podcast. So I forgot my little sign behind me that usually has that on there, but we can get along without it. And I just wanted to touch base on something that I did get out to the range today, and finally, and I was able to test out these LRXs and the ELDXs. Uh, The LRXs had 66.8 grains of Mag Pro in them, and the 145 ELDXs had 60.3 grains of H4831SC in them. And they did pretty darn good. Mag Pro, or especially with the 24-inch barrel, Mag Pro is awesome. I'd like to get some Grand and try that, but if Mag Pro works this well, I don't really see the point in messing around with some other stuff. So I'm happy with this. The accuracy's pretty darn good. I haven't even played around with charges. This was just a charge that I found and I settled on that I figured would work, and it did. It didn't have any pressure signs. So we're good to go on that. I'm not going to tell you what the velocities were because I do have a video coming out with that probably over the weekend. And so you can hopefully watch that. And it was. I was really impressed. I didn't have time to do anything with the ABLRs. That's still to come. So there'll be another video on that with my hand loads versus the factory. Factories shoot pretty darn good. I mean, there's quite a bit of velocity with that factory stuff because I think my average is, and I've shot quite a few of them, is with even out of my XPR, they were 29.66 average. And so, if I can, I think I even had one round get over 3,000 feet per second, but that just shows the inconsistency, honestly. But these hand loads that I did were really impressive. So you'll just have to watch that video. The ES on them was minimal, and that's what it should be with hand loads. So, but I was just happy. The burn rate must have been good. I was happier than heck with that. So anyway, so the main thing was with this little range day thing was I was pretty happy with the loads, and I think those loads that I did that were a little slower with my 20-inch. Pretty sure I loaded them with H1000, and it just didn't seem to work very good. They were even slow out of my 24-inch barrel, so I just didn't have a good charge weight up on those things. Apparently, just playing around. So, but yeah, pretty happy with this thing. It's shooting really well, and you'll just have to see when you watch the video. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was, Bear Creek Arsenal. A lot of people like to kind of poo-poo Bear Creek, but they keep coming up with sort of innovative stuff. They were right on the ball as far as getting a 22 arc out there. They've had 6 arc out for a while, 6.5 Grendel. They've got a lot of choices, and now they're actually building kind of like you went to precision, but I don't know if they're that kind of precision. But they have the bolt action uppers for an AR or an AR-10, and either one. And so they have, I think they have a 30-06, and they have even a 300 Win Mag. And so I commented on one of their YouTube posts and told them that I was serious about them building one in 6.8 Western. And they actually answered back and said, they're always looking for ideas. And so I did a post showing their comment to me, and there was a bunch of guys said they were gonna get a hold of them and tell them that they're interested in that. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about is if you guys are interested in that, or if you want to create interest, the best thing to do is talk about it, and then get a hold of Bear Creek and let them know that that's something that you would be interested in. I think it'd be a kind of a fun project. So now I don't know how much they cost. It seems like the 300 Win Mag now they're around 1,100-1,200 bucks maybe for the complete gun. So they wouldn't be cheap. I think they had them on sale here just recently. So they always run sales. So if you hit the sales, you might be able to get it for under 1,000. I don't know. So and this thing here was, 1,800. So, but I just think that would be kind of cool. Kind of follows in this. It isn't full auto, but at least it's sort of tactical. And I just thought that'd be cool. And I just thought it was interesting that they actually replied back. So knowing that they do listen to the customer, we need to jump in there. We get the 6.8 Western Army out in full force and tell them that, hey, we'd be interested. You'd be interested. We have a bunch of people interested in a 6.8 Western in a bolt action. I don't know if they would do a gas gun or not, but we could try. I don't see any harm in that, but we'll see what happens. But I just thought that was kind of interesting. So get on board, guys. Give those email, call them, do whatever. Just tell them that that's something that you would definitely be interested in doing. So that was kind of the fun thing I wanted to talk about besides shooting. So what else do we got? I haven't really heard too many things. I'm still waiting for the Athlon chronograph to get released for sale. I put in my pre-order, so hopefully that'll be pretty soon. It was supposed to be in April, so I'm thinking it's hopefully soon. So let's see. I did load up. I loaded up some, or I am going to load up some Terminal Ascents, the 136s. I don't know. It seems like for a 6.8 Western, we should be running somewhere like these LRXs in the, the 160 range possibly, or something like that. But and I'm wondering if Barnes, or Federal has any intentions on, making a bullet that's a little heavier for the Terminal Ascent in the 277 range. So if you know anybody in the industry that has any idea, or maybe if you want to even call them guys up and see if it's something that they have in the works, because 136, it's a fantastic bullet. It's tough. It's it's like half bonded and half monolithic, and I think it's one of the coolest designs of a bullet that's come along in a long time. So I would just like to see them come out with a heavier bullet that would be good for elk and stuff like that. It probably still would be good, because 270s shooting, the 130 grain, if whatever the old guy had, has taken elk for probably last 70 years. So I don't know why the 136s wouldn't do it, especially since it's such a tough driving bullet that does get a lot of penetration and has a hell of a mushroom on it too. So it probably would still work, and you should be able to push them things 3,200 feet per second, I'm thinking. So that means you've got plenty of velocity, and I just think it would probably work. I wouldn't mind seeing a heavier one though. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. So anyway, that's probably all I've got for this podcast this time. I'm sure, hopefully, the wind in today's range day, it was the wind was blowing, probably quartering from my right to left, about 25 to 30 mile an hour gusts. So we're kind of down in a hole, so it might have been protecting somebody. It was still windy down there, but so I was pretty happy that I was able to get less than 1 inch groups in that wind. So yeah, we're good to go on that 6.8 Western. So anyway, make sure you check on my video coming out either later tonight or possibly Saturday. I've got to go. I got a bunch of stuff to do on Saturday, so I'm going to try and get that out tonight. And so you can see the results of that shoot. So anyway, you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching the 6-8 Western Full Auto Podcast. We'll catch you in the next one. Later.